Hello and welcome to Wingin It. And so after a little bit of a break, we are finally back here playing some more Wingspan, and what better way to get things underway than with the second stage of this Wingspan World Cup 2024. So yes, those few weeks ago when we had our last game, we did of course get through that regional qualifying stage, which brings us here into the second stage, and it's another round robin group stage, so we've got 9 games to play. I'll get as many of those featured on this channel as I can. But for now, we are going to jump into this first game here. So we are going second. And let's take a look and see what we've got in our starting hand here. Okay, we've got a lot of forest options, but some good ones here that I like. Violet Green Swallow, always a nice one to start with. And this Lyrebird could be pretty tempting, of course, in these two-player games. You're just going to be copying from your opponent, but if they play something strong, and there are plenty of strong brown powers out there, it could be an interesting option to go with. So we'll take a quick look at the tray. Yeah, okay, no wetland birds, which is a bit of a shame, because yeah, we don't have anything to go with in this starting hand. Prairie Manager, probably the bonus card, although still nothing that works for that. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go a little bit greedy on the starting hand. We're just going to keep the one worm. We can play the swallow in the forest and do a little bit of card cycling and see what we can find. And I think keep this Lyrebird. We'll keep it in reserve. If my opponent plays something strong, I could definitely look to get that down. Otherwise, yeah, we can tuck that and go and cycle it. But decent starting hand. We'll see how this plays out from here. Alright, here we go on to our first turn, and you'll see my opponent went and drew cards. So we have been potentially given a little bit of a lifeline in terms of the wetlands, and might actually change my whole approach because, of course, Violet Green Swallow can go down there as well. But yeah, we are going to grab this yellow-headed blackbird. No questions asked, really. And yeah, as I say, this does kind of change things. This does potentially switch up my approach here. Could potentially look at going with the flycatcher now in the forest, get a bit of food, and then go with the blackbird and the swallow in the wetlands and build something strong there. Equally, could still go swallow in the forest and sort of switch up, taking those forest and wetland actions depending on if I want to be getting food or cards, and of course scoring points in both situations. So we're going to see how that goes, but American Red start going down over here. Very strong. Opening power. Not a bad one to copy with the Lyrebird, but of course can't get that down quite yet. So I think we are going to go Flycatcher here. I think we're going to get this down and just take some food now. I'm pausing here because I'm also considering maybe just take food, throw potentially one of these cards, and just start the digging a bit quicker. Get the Blackbird down, get the Swallow down. I don't mind that. It's just it's a question of tempo. It's a question of timing, and how quickly, of course, I can get things down. But I think we are going to go with the Flycatcher. Although I'm having second thoughts. I can certainly see a situation where my opponent leaves this bird feeder in a not great state, and actually there's a nectar there, and I think I do want that. So let's make a decision here and go ahead and grab these 2 foods. So yeah, prioritize the tempo a little bit here, perhaps. But I think getting this wetlands going is going to be nice. And you know, there's potential where actually, if we are going all in the wetlands, we actually don't need that much food access, and we're going to have some extra cards. We can always go and throw those, discard them, and get more food anyway. So let's go ahead and get this blackbird down. So we'll save 1 nectar, because you never know, we might draw something alternative to the swallow, and we'd want to get that down. But yeah, I think for now at least, I think the plan is hopefully quite straightforward. And yeah, we just try and build up this wetlands, hopefully get some more nice strong brown powers to go down there. But we're going to be seeing lots of cards and scoring lots of points at the same time. So okay, crackle. So very nice, same power as my blackbird. So let's see what we get. First of all, off the top, nothing too amazing. And I think this common cuckoo, this is probably going to stay in the tray. Sometimes one that you see people go for. I think getting the egg access is key in Oceania, and yeah, being able to get some freebies when your opponent lays eggs is nice, but I don't think either of us are going to be laying eggs, especially often. We both got that egg access very much sorted. So we could have had very similar situations here. If I had gone ahead and played the flycatcher, it would have been very, very similar looking boards in the early game here. But yeah, I think, as I say, we're sort of prioritizing our tempo and getting things set up. And there may be a world in which I play this later. I can always, as I say, get the food I need to play it, but I think for now I'd just rather draw for a little bit and see what comes up. So drawing is what my opponent is also doing. So yeah, swallow going down here. And I don't think this first end around goal is especially one I'm going to look at. I think, yeah, we're probably going to end on 2 birds. There's a chance, or probably even only 1 to be honest. But there's a chance we could get to 3 if we do find another wetland bird. But yeah, I don't especially want to go out of my way. We'll see. I mean, if I do, I say get that nice wetland bird that I can get down, then I think we'll try and go for that. But all depends what we find. So, okay, chickadee going down here. Yeah, I suppose this might be a situation where my opponent just wants to take food a bit. We will see on that. But sparrowhawk, that's a good one to grab actually. No food cost and paying with cards. We've got some extras here. I think this black town we're never going to play. So you can go tree creeper. Okay, getting some definitely interesting options here. I would have rather that been the gold crest, but that can still potentially work here with some extra eggs. So I think I'm going to commit, and I think I'm probably going to get rid of. Actually, no. Let's just get rid of this whole luck. Well, actually, no, because we have got prairie manager. So, I think we're going to get rid of the lyrebird here. I'm not seeing any super duper strong powers. I mean, the red start power is nice, but I think flycatcher's almost as good, and it's cheaper for me to play. So we'll stick with that for now. But yeah, this is interesting situations here. We've got some good options to work with. I say the tree creek could be interesting. And I mean, if the food is there, obviously can't grab nectar, but we're getting lots of options. It might be an option just to grab the tree creeper food now, because I don't really want to draw cards twice here and leave myself full on the blackbird. And then obviously, if a nice bird comes up in the train round 2 when I'm going first, I want to grab that, and then I won't be able to use the blackbird. So yeah, grabbing food over here. Although grabbing nectar, so we might see something being played. I think we're just going to lose the center round. So I think let's grab this tree creeper food. Get ready for that, because I think I can definitely see a world in which I do look to play that next round. But otherwise, yeah, we'll just keep drawing cards, keep digging, and who knows, maybe we'll get some other wetland options that are gonna entice us a little bit more. But we've got to keep digging, and we've got to see if those are gonna come up first. So, Eastern Phoebe going down. I wouldn't mind a bit of free food, so we'll see if that is going to get used. I'd guess probably not, but we'll see as this game plays out. But for now, we're going to keep grabbing cards. Condor, actually not bad here, because we are food poor, so a nice cheap bird to play will be a good one. And I think Diver, yeah, we can get rid of you. Don't need you in this setup, and as I say, not competing on the end of round goal. Glad I didn't get distracted. We'll take the 1 point and go into the next round. And right, those are not especially exciting birds. So House Sparrow might need to block. I think that would be good in this situation with the strong forest. So I will go ahead and take that. Ooh, white throat. Okay, lesser white throat with the tree creeper. That is a very strong combination. So we'll definitely go with that. And yeah, I don't think, as I say, House Sparrow is going to work out here. You're quite nice. Probably better option than the Horned Lark. So we will tuck you. And yeah, this is coming together. We're starting to get some options. Not really finding the wetland birds, but you know, we're scoring 3 points each time. We're getting 2 tucks in the egg. It's really good. And I think this tree creeper white throat, we could be onto something here. Building out a bit of a forest and then using the white throat in that forest. We've got to try and play a grassland bird here, obviously for the cinder round goal. Maybe that might be the pipit. Just depends how much time we've got and how much food we're able to get hold of. That's where maybe playing something like this condor could be useful, because of course you can play it with the tree creeper, grab a bit of food at the same time, and then play a different bird next turn. So that'd be something to keep an eye on as an option in this game. So yeah, opponent drawing birds, nothing from the tray. So I thought they maybe would be tempted by the coal tip, but I think their forest is probably strong enough already. So let's get this tree creeper down. Let's get this in the game. And yeah, super interesting power, this one. Super interesting power, being able to play birds while you're taking food, obviously with the extra egg costs, but we are sort of running out of egg space on the blackbird. And as I say, the synergy with this white throat is going to be good, because we're going to be able to clear out more eggs and then use this power, hopefully to full effect at the end of each round. So definitely bird, I think the tree creeper that's not quite as good in Oceania as it used to be on the baseboards. Given the eggs are generally, I say, a bit harder to come by, but I think this is the situation for it. So hopefully we'll be able to use it to full effect here. So yeah, definitely a strong opening, I think, from my opponent here with the grackle, of course. But it is going to be all about what can be added to that, and yeah, clearly not finding stuff straight away. So we'll see how that develops. But for now, we're going to go ahead, take food, grab a couple of nectars, and yeah, I think we're going to focus on the white throat first. So that's going to be our key here. And very nice, clear 2 eggs off that blackbird, which means we can go back and draw cards. So I think probably we draw cards once, and then we can maybe twice, actually, because I think if we draw cards twice, we can take food once and play a bird up there, so we get 3 birds in the forest to use with the white throat. And then potentially, yeah, we might play the condor, we might play the sparrowhawk up there, and then we could maybe keep a bit of food, play the pipit. Just sort of depends how things work out. So yellow rumped warbler's not bad, but not really the game for it here. Downy woodpecker likewise. I think we'll ditch this warbler. And alright, we have upgraded. Turned one warbler into a slightly better one, so hooded. Very, very nice. And yeah, downy woodpecker, I think we'll get rid of that. As I say, not really the game. You kind of want to be using this tree creeper as many times as you can, and yeah, if you're playing double birds, you're sort of nerfing the power available to you. So I'd rather be playing nice big point birds like this warbler. So that's going to be a very good one for us. So great crested grebe. So yeah, we're finding some very similar birds, because I saw the dipper as well. So definitely going for a bit more card access, and with the strong food access as well. Potent combination. But we're going to draw cards once more, see what we can find. I think probably not going to use this Kareru, so you can go away. Ooh, rough. Ooh, okay. That's definitely an interesting option. That could work out very, very nicely. So I think probably get rid of the painted bunting, or the Zulu bunting, I should say. But yeah, that could. If we took food and played the condor, we could then throw the rough in the grasslands. Now we would have to get rid of all 3 of these birds. I'm sort of okay with the sparrowhawk and the pipit going. I wouldn't mind keeping hold of the warbler, but I suppose we can always skip a couple of rough tucks, but I think this is worth getting down. Still early enough in the game. You know, even if we just get 2 tucks this round, as long as we're getting 3 in each of the next 2. That's another 8 points to the 2 that we already get for playing it. Bit of card cycle, find some better birds to play. Obviously it doesn't hit Prayer Manager, which isn't ideal, but I'm sort of not really expecting to max that one out, so if we can just get a couple of birds down and get 3 points, I will be pretty satisfied with that. So yeah, we'll have a think, and it might depend what food comes up, of course. We have got the worm there in the feeder, but I think if we can get this rough down, it would be definitely good. So yeah, drawing cards, maybe not a surprise. And yeah, I think we do take food and play the condor. So let's go ahead and do just that. Clear off again this blackbird. Condor going down. Of course, we're going to get a bonus card as well here, so we'll see what this is going to be. All right, okay, well, I mean, citizen scientists could actually work here. We're not really doing anything for Dark Specialist. We are quite food poor, whereas citizen scientists, we're going to get one more with the rough. That's where keeping these would be really, really good. Yeah, maybe I hold off on the rough for now and play the pipit, because I do think that would, yeah, I mean, pipit and Sparrowhawk both help the citizen scientist. Pipit, of course, with the Prayer Manager as well. So yeah, rare situation I think where citizen scientist is actually better than diet specialist. So we'll go ahead and keep that. And yeah, I think I do just want to keep all of these birds. I think that's the problem. As much as I want to play rough here, I think these birds are all too good, so difficult decisions ahead. And alright, on to our last turn of the round here. Opponent is grabbing a little bit more food, so plenty of food over there. Probably going to expect a grass and bird incoming here to win this end around. So yeah, I think we are going to go with the pipit here. As I say, I think even if I did play the rough, I want to keep all 3 of these cards. So Pipit we know will be good, so we'll play that for now. And as I say, rough, I mean, it could still work. It could still work next round. We are going to need some more grass and birds. Obviously, every grass and bird we play is now a point with this pipit. And if we can, yeah, get a few more cards going. I think that's probably the difficulty here, is that we're only drawing 2 cards and we're tucking one of them here to turn it into an egg. So only gaining 1 each turn is tricky indeed. So okay, Common Swift, well, blocked one of those teal tuckers, couldn't block another. So Common Swift, very, very nice. So we've both got some teals going on here. We're going to get 3 points off this white throat. And yeah, 4 over here. So this strong bird, strong situation. Wonder if we might see that Phoebe getting used potentially now, but remains to be seen, that is for sure. So yeah, another end around goal loss, so that is maybe going to be where we struggle a little bit in this game. But we'll see. We'll see as this game plays out. But yeah, I think we both got strong boards that are kind of doing similar but slightly different things. But definitely, yeah, definitely going to be a tough fight here, I think. Because this is a pretty good looking board, good card access, good food access. We are, yeah, maybe going to have to try and hit well on these bonus cards. I mean, it's not impossible that we max out Citizen Scientist here, so got to bear that in mind. Got to think about 6 points potentially there. And as I say, I'll take 3 points of Prayer Manager, but if we can get 8, if we can find some nice double birds or, you know, some other good bonus card giving birds in the grass, and that's sort of always what you're looking for in this sort of situation where you're going with the engine in the wetlands. So yeah, remains to be seen a little bit, but hopefully, as I say, with a bit more digging in this wetlands, which it looks like my opponent is also doing, perhaps we can find some of those good options that we want to go and play. Anyway, on to our turn, the first one of this round 3. And yeah, we are going to go ahead and draw some cards. Stronger would have been nice earlier, probably a little bit late now. Come on, Goldeneye. Well, we do have a couple of cavity nests down, but we do also already have a couple of birds we want to be playing in that forest. So I think Drongo, don't need you, and yeah, definitely don't need you either. So we'll go drawing again, and then yeah, maybe start playing some birds. Of course, we are going to want to get some birds down in this forest. I think probably could look to play maybe both of these. They do both help for this end of round. And yeah, more birds in the forest. Clear out the white throat, use it again. That's going to be central. Trying to score, yeah, hopefully 4, but potentially 5 points with those eggs at the end of the round. So we'll see what we can do there. Yeah, might depend a little bit on the feeder as well, because it's not looking too hot right now, so potentially we'll wait and see. And again, maybe Phoebe, free worms coming out, that'll help for sure if we do want to play this warbler later, so we will see. And yeah, we'll have to see on this rough as well, because I think the clock is ticking. If we can get it down this round and use the 3 tucks, it might be worth it, but I think otherwise those cards at least, I mean, I'm going to need something for the Sparrowhawk, and I'll probably want to be throwing cards to get extra food as well, so that when I'm gaining food in the forest, I can get as much as possible, spend that on playing additional birds in the other habitats, and yeah, hopefully scoring some points there. And back onto our turn here, more card drawing on both sides. I think here we are going to go once more into the wetlands, and yeah, not really finding the sorts of things that we are looking for. Okay, that could be interesting. For a little bit more card access, but yeah, I think Honey Eater is going to go. We're now filling this blackbird, which means clearing it out is going to be important. So yeah, I think we probably do the Sparrowhawk, given that doesn't cost food. Unless we can get the 2 worms for the warbler, but yeah, we'll see, because I think there is a world here in which we take food, play the warbler, we draw cards again, we take food, play the Sparrowhawk, and then we play the rough. And I think that would then leave us with three cards to tuck under the rough, because I've already got 2. Draw once more. I would have to tuck one on the Sparrowhawk as well. I've got to remember that. Okay, well, food's been taken. So I could just go and grab the food and play this warbler. That might not be a bad idea. Just to get it down and again clear out. I've got to clear out some forest egg space, but I've got to clear out some on this blackbird as well. So let's, yeah, take these 2 worms, I think. Just really on the fence about whether playing this rough is still worthwhile or not. But I think if we have to spend an egg to see an extra card, it's worth it, because we're seeing an extra card and then we're actually seeing another card because we're getting another tuck here. So I like that. And yeah, I think it's too late for this Gold Knight. I think it is probably too late for this Sandpiper as well. So let's go ahead and get this Warbler down. And yeah, we'll clear off 2 eggs up here. But yeah, we have got to count here, because yeah, maybe we can't afford the egg off the blackbird, so we might need to take food again and then play the Sparrowhawk, and hope that we get a nectar, which we can then spend in the wetlands to, yeah, get an extra card, which then goes on the rough, because we're gonna need 3 eggs to play the Sparrowhawk, and we're gonna need 1 to play the rough if we are going down that route. So that makes things, yeah, a little bit more tricky. But I think it's worth it. The rough is the best thing I've got in my hand right now. So I think it's going to be worth playing it and not really finding anything else good. I think, yeah, just that little bit of card cycle. Even now, I think you can still get benefit out of rough in round 3 to be able to hopefully find some good options. So back onto us. What's going down? Grey Butcher Bird. Okay, in the forest. So still going heavy on the forest. Probably looking for more worms for the swift. So that makes sense. And yeah, I think we do take food here, and we're sort of gambling. Okay, we do get some nectar, so we can get 2 nectar and a worm, which I think, yeah, that is all that we need. So now we can fully clear ourselves out of egg spaces, play this Sparrowhawk, get that down, and yeah, draw cards, spend the nectar, and see an extra card. But I think we'll do 2 off the top first, because we might find something better than rough. And then I might want to spend the nectar on playing that instead. So yeah, we know we're going to hit the citizen scientist now, so that's good. Obviously, showing us no points, but the pivot's going to get us at least 1 more tuck, so that's nice. A few more points incoming there. Really do need to find my prairie manager birds. And just in general, playing more birds, as I said earlier, in the grasslands is going to be good because we know we get an extra tuck each time, so that's important for us. A few worms coming up over here, and probably some nectar to play another bird. So if we can, I think this is the thing, if we can find a bird that does have a beat point right, I'd imagine my opponent's going to try and play one. So, cause I think they picked up the ibis earlier. I think that point's right. Really testing my memory here of how this game works. So yeah, I think if we could find something, then I would look to go for it. So let's go see what we get off the top. Okay, you face neither direction, which is not helpful. That is actually quite helpful, because we do have the food for that. So I think, yeah, I think we're going to go for that over the rough now. Gamble on the bonus card. I'm sort of okay with that, so yeah, we'll keep the nectar and see what else comes up. Okay, Mockingbird. Also kind of interesting, to be honest, at this point in the game. Let's get rid of the golden eye. So yeah, super late Mockingbird, but we could potentially get some extra tucks, some extra eggs, points on the blackbird. We'll see. I mean, if we are going second here, so if my opponent does play, I think it is going to be, let's say, the ibis, which I think does point right. Then I think it will be the red knot, or no, fairy wren, but that does also point right. So that's not bad. A few star nests down already, so got to watch out there. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to play red knot here. Keep it simple. And I guess we're hoping food we're expert, because we've got loads of those. No, ecologist, okay, that's not bad. So now even more incentive to play grassland birds and score some points there. Just not really finding any as it stands. Yeah, okay. 3 wetland birds. I mean, penguin's the best of those, so we'll grab that. And it is on to the teal. So again, a few more worms over here, turning those into tucks. Very nice on the swift. But we have got this white throat, so we're going to get 5 eggs in the forest. That's super nice. Might struggle to clear those out in this final round. Again, we're going to want to try and play some grasser birds to use that teal power. So into this final round, and we're only getting Thecla's Lark as the option here, which is a bit of a shame. So, okay, do I settle for that, or do I take food, play the penguin? I think we're going to draw... I'm going to draw at least once. I've got to think about this end of round goal as well. Yeah, 3 star nests over here. We would have potentially two birds that qualify, but yeah, that's going to be tricky to win on that. So, yeah, I think probably Penguin's not going to be worth it. Let's see what we can find. Drawing cards, not great stuff. Okay, do I just go for Thecla's Lark because it's 7 points? I think I do. And who knows, if I get an extra seed, maybe it's worth laying eggs and getting some points there. So yeah, probably now. Probably this rough. I mean, that Mississippi Kite could be worth it for the end of round. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, could be a world in which we just draw food, play these 2 birds in the grasslands, and be done with that. So I think we'll draw cards. We'll draw cards again. Take our 3 points, which is not great. Yeah, loads of worms coming up again, which is good over here. So maybe struggling for eggs. So we might see laying eggs once over here. That wouldn't surprise me massively. And again, maybe that's where the Phoebe worm might come and help us out here. Because if we can save a food cost and potentially just lay eggs that last turn, there could be a 6-point turn. So I might actually take food first. And play the birds, and then we can see, because yeah, to be honest, with the 2 extra cards, I think laying eggs is going to be the best bet anyway, because we can throw these cards, 4 eggs, and I think that's the way to go here. And yeah, if we can grab ideally as much nectar as possible, we're sort of teetering on the edge in a couple of habitats here, and we could be pushing in the grasslands as well, so we'll have to see on that. Okay, not the bird feeder we were hoping for, but if we can grab, I guess, nectar rat worm and then a seed on the reroll, that would in theory be enough. So yeah, loads of food. Maybe, as I say, maybe 1 Phoebe usage just to try and get a point would be kind of interesting. But let's grab our food and see what we get. Okay, yeah, I think given that the nectar in the grasslands is not going to make a difference, I think I'm happy to take this as a seed and just gamble and, yeah, see if that free worm comes through. And if it does, we can score some points from that. So, yeah, very sadly, can't use the tree creeper. This is kind of the situation in the game where you really want to have, like, a red kite, or cassowary is a great one from Oceania. The birds that you can play when you've already got full habitat, so that would have been nice. Didn't show up this game, unfortunately. But definitely some synergies to bear in mind. I think when you go in Tree Creeper, when you go in Goldcrest, definitely some good options out there. Even when you've got full habitat to maybe play some extra birds and score some points. So, and of course, helpful when you've got citizen scientists as well. So we are going to come, I think, painfully close here. Because it looks like... Yeah, it looks like we're going to get to 6. So... if we could have got the rough done as well, potentially something we could have done there, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. Always tough to tell. I think with these kind of tricky end games how things are going to play out, but we're going to do all right. It's not great bonus cards. Looks like we're going to score, I think, 12 from the 3 of them. But it feels like a pretty low scorer here. So yeah, I'm going to need to hope my opponent doesn't have a great end game, but it looks like certainly the fairy wren's going to be strong. Any more big point birds incoming? Okay, laid eggs, didn't use the Phoebe. Well, probably the right decision, but a shame nonetheless. So let's get this red kite in the game, and yeah, we're not going to be able to use the forest, so we'll just clear out the wetlands. either way, not going to make too much of a difference here. And yeah, Thecla's luck will go down. So that will be, I guess, 6 points. Oh no, 8 points because we're going to get 2 from Ecologist as well. So yeah, by the time we've laid eggs, use the white throat pipit, I think we might be getting over 100 here. I'm sort of expecting my wetland nectar points to disappear into thin air very, very shortly. But yeah, this is a what could have been game. It feels like we started nicely in the wetlands. And you can see how many times we used those tucking powers. Just didn't find anything else really. Would have been nice to find the Mockingbird earlier, of course. You're looking for stuff like Mute Swan, Main Duck. All good options to really build out a strong wetland engine. Just didn't really find them here, so I'm happy with what we did with the Tree Creeper. I think that was strong, and that's definitely helped get loads of birds down. Been good synergy, as I said, with the white throat. Has just made for a trickier end game where we haven't quite had the option. So there goes the Warbler, and yeah, stealing the nectar there. So we'll see what the plan is here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll still get a Phoebe worm. It's a bit late now, unfortunately. But we'll just play the Thecla's Lark now anyway. So I can't sit here and account for the fact that maybe we'll get one Phoebe worm coming through. So Thecla's Lark going down there, and yeah, we'll get say another tuck from the pipit. So we're going to come oh so close here on the Citizen Scientist, but very rarely one that you see maxed out anyway. So. And we wouldn't have done better off Diet Specialist. That would have only been 3 as well, so no regrets, no misfortune there. And we've got one last turn. Yeah, we are going to be laying eggs. And Mississippi Kite, if you can work a miracle here, we'll see. Okay, Hermit Thrush, yeah, very nice star nest. They are going to win this end of round. And yeah, I'd assume. Yeah, we'll be. This could be close though, actually, because yeah, I suppose could throw the worm for the extra egg anyway. But we will just get the eggs down. Some people say that laying eggs on Predator powers improves their success rate. I'm not sure I believe that, but we'll see. Oh no, actually, I've got to be more careful here. We want to lay these all. In the grasslands or the forest, of course. So we can use the white throat. Let's not forget that. So can't use the lark. There we go. Mississippi Kite is going to hit. Proven the theory correct there by laying the egg. And who knows? I mean, that could be critical. I genuinely don't know how close this game's going to be. It feels pretty close. Is going to be just dependent on that bonus card. Trying to work out what that could be. But certainly, I mean, when you lose all the nectars as we have done here, and when you lose most of the end of round goals, which we also have done here, you're always fighting a little bit of an uphill battle. So we will see. We are going to come into the final scores very shortly. But yeah, 3 points off the white throat to come, 3 points off the pipit to come. Again, that could be crucial here. Oh, and actually 3 points off Citizen Scientist, so we've still got quite a few points incoming. And there's the Phoebe worm, so if that could have come, yeah, 1 turn sooner, or maybe 2 turns sooner, then I'll say could have got a couple more points there. So a shame, but we did what we could. All right, white throat time. So yeah, 3 eggs down there. Very, very nice indeed. But yeah, bit of a battering across the end of round goals. Which is definitely unfortunate. So onto the yellows, and yeah, strong for my opponent here as well. I mean, 4 star nests for the Fairy Wren is strong. So getting a bunch of eggs there is nice. We're going to get our 3 tucks off the pipit. And yeah, as with the end of round goals, bit of a battering here. I mean, it wasn't a million miles apart in any habitat, sort of 1 or 2 nectar in each situation. But just complete control from my opponent, so good job there. And we come here into these final scores, so I honestly don't know. I feel like it's going to be within 5 points either way, but we're just going to have to hope that our bonus cards are enough. Only 4 points over there, so it's close, but yeah, end of round goals. Losing a bit of ground there. Egg's kind of close, I think. Definitely was close. We didn't have the caches. We did, however, have the tucks, but so did my opponent. So how close is it going to be on this nectar? It is close, but my opponent does edge it there. 109. The final score for them, and 105 for us. So yeah, only 4 points in it. Things could have gone slightly differently there. Maybe if we'd scored more of these bonus cards, could definitely have helped. We'll take a look over here. Bird Bander, certainly not a bad one. Warbler helping out at the end there, but yeah, definitely, as I say, kind of similar openings for us both. Game kind of went in slightly different directions, but just couldn't quite get the engine going there, unfortunately, and we fall to defeat. So not the way we wanted to get started here, but we do still have another 8 games in this stage 2 of the World Cup, so plenty more opportunities to make up for this. And if you want to see those, do hit that subscribe button, make sure you follow the channel, and I'll see you in another game very soon.